You're welcome back, and forgive us for that little hiccup there. In future bulletins, we will bring you that full report. But in spite of efforts by the Ghana Education Service and other civil society groups to weed out teachers who turn out to be sex predators on their female students, the practice appears not to be ending. JoyNews investigations have revealed the menace is still prevalent and forcing some girls out of school. In the following report, Head of Investigations here at JoyNews, Menace Awini, takes us through Obuasi Senior High Technical School, where a 46-year-old housemaster is accused of forcibly having sex with a 17-year-old SHS1 student in his office. The practice, as Menace finds, is a common phenomenon in the school. In this, the first of a three-part series, he meets the student and the teacher at the center of this scandal.
She went to study during prep hours, but while her colleagues were learning, a teacher who is about 3 times her age forcibly had sex with her in his office. That's the story of Equia, not her real name, a 17-year-old student of Obuasi Senior High Technical School. Equia says the teacher, Seth Amponsa, assigned her to sweep his office and asked her to study in his office at night when students were supposed to study on their own in the classrooms. She said the teacher made sexual advances at her but failed in his first attempt.
The first time I went there for prep, he didn't touch me. It was on the second occasion. While I was in there learning, he came in and put off the light all of a sudden and began touching me. When I resisted, he put on the light and asked me if I didn't like what he was doing to me. I told him yes, I didn't like what he was doing to me. Then he apologized and left.
Equia says she confided in a teacher nicknamed Episcopal, who lived close to Mr. Amponsa's office. Anytime Mr. Amponsa came to the office at night, Episcopal would also come around so that she would be safe from any sexual harassment. One night, however, when Mr. Amponsa came and met her alone, he forcibly had sex with her.
We were together conversing when he went to lock the door and put off the light again. It appeared he was already prepared to do what he came in to do. He laid a mattress on the floor and carried me and laid me on it.
At
the time, I lost control. I couldn't scream either because I was worried about the shame that would follow. So I gave in. He was not wearing condom.
Authorities of Obuasi Senior High Technical School will not comment on the matter because it is currently being investigated at the regional level of the Ghana Education Service. The accused teacher, Mr. Seth Amponsa, will also not comment for the same reason. He has, however, confirmed a number of the issues raised by the lady in question. He denied having sex with Equia. He said some teachers of the school were envious of the many positions he held and had connived with the student to tarnish his reputation. He said even though the girl in question was beautiful, it was ridiculous to suggest that he could have sex with her in such a stuffy office when he could have taken her to a hotel or somewhere else. Apart from his denial of the sexual activity, however, he confirmed almost everything Equia told JoyNews. He said he had assigned the girl to sweep his office and added that a house mistress later stopped the girl without explaining to him. He also confirmed he allowed the girl to study in his office instead of the classroom at night. He admitted he bought food from town for the girl and gave her money sometimes. Equia also said the teacher gave her an old mobile phone through which he communicated with her.
It's the last time we were class.
Since then, I started avoiding him. He came to class and asked me why he does not see me these days. I told him I wasn't well. He said, how would he then be able to inform me about the money and food he brought for me? So he gave me a small phone so that he can reach me anytime he had something for me.
So the Johnny Bar now, person in Banana Baby Man office on my frame. It's on the phone, mommy.
Seth Amponsa denied giving Equia the phone, but said the girl could have taken it from his office because he had seized phones from students, which he kept in his office where Equia had unfettered access. Asked why he seized phones from students but allowed this particular girl to use a phone, Mr. Amponsa said Equia often went home and he wanted to check up on her. Equia also said a senior once seized that particular phone and the teacher confronted a senior, took the phone and gave it back to her. Mr. Amponsa admitted he took the phone from the senior and gave it back to Equia. Equia has dropped out of school because of the stigma. His father, however, says he doesn't have the money to pay all over again for her to start a new school.
I
don't have the strength and money to change her school now. Even if I do, it has to be fee paying, which I can't afford.
Na I am a problem. I say me dadrian a dameson no.
My daughter too has lost interest and faith in the school. When you encourage her to go to the school, she will listen just out of respect. But she says anytime she gets to the school, it feels like a heavy burden.
We penny no kasa to before we nim fede se matemeko. And so o se school wa na bibia tiegu no so.
Worrying story there, and it's only the first of a three-part piece done by Manasseh Azuri.